Hello there, everyone. Welcome back, Seeker of Knowledge. How are you doing? I hope you guys had a good week so far. I'm back again with another interesting topic for you. Today, we're going to talk about cranial nerves. Yes, one of the most interesting and sought out topic for your higher class 11th and 12th standard specifically is the cranial nerve. We know that cranial nerves are there, they do some specific job, and some of you might even know how many cranial nerves we have. So that's what we're going to jot down today as well. We will also go through the each and every cranial nerve and what their actual activity is and what they do, why they're so important, and how to remember them. I will also give you a mnemonic at the end to remember these cranial nerves all together and never ever forget during exam. Now, moving forward, if you have never joined any of our YouTube video sessions or our free classes before, make sure to check out our ODA app. This is one of the best places you can learn something new in an innovative manner. Everybody studies in school, blackboard and traditional way of teaching. But have you ever tried what technology can bring home for you? You can sit at the comfort of your home and actually learn amazing concepts with us from the app itself. Give it a try. Go to the Play Store if you have an Android device, or Apple Store if you have an iPad or MacBook or whichever it is. You can actually install the app on every device, and that will allow you to take the classes simultaneously anywhere. Not only that, if you like this idea of taking a class with us, try out our free classes. And if you like it, you can join for a mini course of 1 week from upcoming Monday. We here at ODA Class provide the best mini course in India, which goes on for 1 week. Within this week, you will be studying with us for 6 days with 3 classes of mathematics and 3 classes of science. These classes will be taken by very veteran teachers who have been teaching for 5, 6 years and more. They are also from NITs and IITs most of the time, so you get to experience the best quality of teaching if wherever in India you can find. Not only this, you will also be provided with a personal teacher. Why personal teacher? Because even if you are being taught by somebody in a classroom, one person cannot focus on 50 students. It's impossible, humanly impossible. So that's why here at ODA Class, we believe you need to be taken care of separately when you don't understand something or you have a doubt, or maybe you're just plain curious about discussion that are constructive in manner. You can talk to your personal teacher about all of this. Not only they will help you with your classes and help you solve your doubts, they would also make you get better with any subject that you're struggling with. With that, you will also get homework for every class that you will take and test prep as well. Also, PDF material, because the PDF material will allow you to learn a lot more things that we are not able to teach in the class because of the time limitation. All of this, can you imagine how much would you have to pay for the course fee? Well, the original price of the course is 499, but if you join through our YouTube classes or our free classes, you get to earn a scholarship. If you want to use the scholarship, make sure that you go to the link in your description. This link will be active for only 3 to 4 hours and it contains a scholarship in my name. You can click on it and the price will get deducted to a minimum of 49 rupees. Very cheap compared to what you will be getting anywhere else in India. Now, there is a way you can actually win back 49 rupees while studying with us for a week. I'll tell you about how you can do that at the end of this video, so make sure you stick around. My name is Saurjit Das, and I'm going to be your teacher for this class today. I'm a molecular biologist, so pretty obvious. I teach biology. I teach chemistry as well sometimes because I'm good in both the subjects. Now, I've been teaching for more than 6 years now. I've mentored and taught lakhs of students. We take classes where there are thousands of students already. So you can be part of that experience as well. Make sure you go check out in the link and enroll yourself for the Monday batch. So once again, my name is Saurjit Das. You can call me Jeet sir if you like, and I'm going to be your biologist in this class. Today we are going to learn about the cranial nerve. This is part 4 of a series of classes I have been taking in the last couple of days about our very own brain, which is basically the CPU of our body, isn't it? So, today we talk about cranial nerve. We have covered many other concepts in the previous classes, such as your how does addiction actually take place. We have learned about different parts of our brain. We have learned about the internal structure of the midbrain, and I will also bring more and more information for you in the upcoming videos. Make sure to go subscribe in the channel so you can check out the part 1, 2, and 3 and also enjoy part 4 right now. So, today we're going to talk about cranial nerves. As you can see, some of these structures right here as well. This is an illustration that shows where the cranial nerves actually arise from and where they spread into. Cranial nerves are basically a set of nerves that are inside the cranium. What is cranium? Cranium is the cavity inside which your brain is. This red color part that you see, this is your cranium. Cranium is the strong cavity inside which your brain is nested in for a proper protective safe space. Okay. So inside the cranium or the dome of the skull, there are 12 nerves. Okay, 12 nerves, remember. And these 12 nerves are called the cranial nerves. Why? Because they arise from the cranium area. Okay. Talking about each of these nerves, they all have one or the other interesting job. And most of their job will associate with your till neck area. Okay, you have the other peripheral nerves as well in your backbone and everywhere, which usually helps you maintain the rest of your body. When it comes to cranial nerves, two of these nerves, they originate from the cerebrum. Cerebrum is the largest part of your brain, which is again divided into four different lobes. If you want to know about those lobes, go check out the video that we did 2 days back. Okay. So the two nerves that start from cerebrum are very unique. They mostly take care of your vision and hearing. On the other hand, the rest of the 10 nerves that we have, they emerge from the brain stem. Okay, what is brainstem? Brainstem is basically the part that is just below your cerebrum. Brainstem is divided into three different other parts. Midbrain, which we have discussed in another video in the previous topics, the pons, and the medulla. So if I want to show you right here, this is basically the medulla. You can see the pons is right here, and the midbrain is section is right here. This orientation is showing it to you from the below part of your head rather than on top or from the side. So it will give you a clearer idea. Yeah. Now, moving forward, these nerves, they all have one of the important job that they do. Let's start with the first one. Cranial nerve 1. Now, these nerves also have their own specific names. Most of the time, if you remember the name, you can pretty much guess the activity as well. Like, what do they actually do? Okay. First of all, cranial nerve 1 is associated with your olfactory response. So we call it as olfactory nerve. So what does olfactory nerve do? It helps you with the sense of smell. Olfactory. Okay, your nose is basically being regulated by this nerve. Whatever sensation that your nose captures, if you're smelling something, all of it will get directly processed by the olfactory nerve. So this yellow color part that I am shading into red right now, this is the olfactory cranial nerve. That is the first one. The second cranial nerve is the optic nerve. As the term optics suggests, optics is basically associated with light and vision. So optic nerve gives you eyesight. Optic nerve is right here. This green color part that I'm coloring in red right now, that's your optic nerve. So these two nerves, the olfactory and the optic nerve, these two nerves are the ones that arise from the cerebrum, because optic nerve has to connect with your occipital lobe of your cerebrum, which processes the sensations of vision, whereas your temporal lobe helps you up with the listening and smelling things. So that's the reason why these two cranial nerves, they start from cerebrum. Rest of the 10 starts from the brainstem. So let's get on with the rest. Then we have the cranial nerve 3. Cranial nerve 3 is called as the oculomotor nerve. What does that actually mean? The word oculo here suggests nothing but eye, and motor basically means movement. So quite obvious to understand that when I say oculomotor, I mean something related to the movement of our eye, as you can see it here as well. Oculomotor nerve controls the pupils. The pupil response and the other motions of the eye. That's why we call it as oculomotor. Do you remember? I told you just by the name you can guess what their actual job is. When it comes to the cranial nerve 4, it is called as the cochlear nerve, and it controls the muscles of our eye. So it's very easy for you to remember that from the beginning, the first two nerves start from the cerebrum. One is for optical nerve, one is for olfactory. The next two nerves, they are associated with movement of eye. The cranial nerve 4 allows your eyes to move from here and here, up and down, look every direction. And oculomotor helps you with the contraction of your pupil and other motions of your eye. Moving forward, the nerve 5 here has a very important job. And also it's kind of famous as well, because cranial nerve 5, which is also called the trigeminal nerve, is the largest as well as the most complex. Largest as well as the most complex. Why most complex? Because this guy takes part in a lot of different activities in our body. Not only it has a sensory effect, so it can send, it relays sensory information. It also has motor function, which is very unique to find in our body. Most of the time, motor nerves and sensory nerves are segregated in our body. Some of the nerves help you understand the sensations taken by your sensory organs, whereas some of the nerves allow your body to move according to that, which are the motor nerves. But this guy right here, trigeminal, is very complex, and it has role to play in both sensory as well as motor function. And also, of course, the largest of the nerves as well. So if I want to find it here, you can find this blue color nerve right here. Look at this guy. Huge. Huge branch. If it was a little longer, it would look like antlers of a deer, isn't it? So you have the trigeminal nerve here, the fifth one. Moving forward, let's see what the sixth one has for us. The sixth cranial nerve is called abducens nerve. Abducens nerve, which is muscles of the eye once again. Okay. It helps you with the muscles of the eye. Now, when it comes to muscles of the eye, don't just think that the muscles of the eye allow you to only see things and contract things. Muscles of the eye also include all the other muscles that help you move your eye around, isn't it? Looking at the other direction. If you have ever seen people who practice Kathakali or Bharatnatyam, you must have seen their eyes will move very, very strictly on a direction, and they are they have gained a mastery over that task as well. बहुत अच्छे से they can move their eyes. That is because of these nerves only. Then you have the seventh nerve, which is called the facial nerve. Now, what does that mean? Facial nerve comes from the word face, isn't it? Facial nerve is supposed to give you face movement. It also helps you in administrating taste to your senses, and glandular and on the other function. So we have the abducens and facial nerve on sixth and seventh position. Next, we have the eighth nerve, which is called vesti. Now, this is a long term, so try to break it down in case you have a problem. Vestibular cochlear. Okay, whenever in biology you get a really long term and you forgot pronunciation and you don't know how to pronounce it, break it down. That's easier. Vestibulo-cochlear nerve, which facilitates the balance and hearing. Now, cochlear is part of your inner ear structure, which is the one that not only helps you understand vibration and understand what type of vibration it is, which is basically your sense of sound, it also helps your body balance itself. There is a reason why if you're sitting on a chair and somebody suddenly pushes you back, as you fall, your body immediately notices that your gyroscopic movement is happening and you're falling and immediately jerks you so that you can balance yourself. That is only because of cochlear. Cochlear is filled with semi, you can say semi-sticky liquid, which allows you to carry vibration through it to understand sound, and also that liquid movement of that liquid allows your body to balance itself properly. So vestibular cochlear nerve helps us in body balance as well as hearing. The ninth nerve is called as the glossopharyngeal nerve. I know, right? The names are getting longer and longer as we go down. So you have the glossopharyngeal nerve. Now, pharyngeal nerve, isn't it? So it has something to do with your neck and throat. So glossopharyngeal nerve allows you to taste, allows the function of ear and throat movement. So every time you're gulping things down, glossopharyngeal nerve is the one that is guiding the entire movement so that you don't start eating things and you take it into your lungs, isn't it? So if you want to see where glossopharyngeal nerve is, this is where it is. Look how close it is to your actual throat as well. That's how it gets to balance whatever activity is happening while you're eating. Now, the next one that we have is the 10th nerve, and that is the vagus nerve. Okay. Now, I know the vagus nerve doesn't give you really the correct idea of what it is. Nobody's going to Vegas for this. But what this nerve actually does allows sensation around the ear and digestive system and controls motor activities in the heart, throat, and digestive system as well. So you can remember vagus nerve as the one that controls a lot of digestive process and bit of activity of your heart. Okay, that's the 10th one. Last two nerves that we have, which is the nerve 11, is the accessory nerve. This nerve is specific for the muscles of the head, neck, and shoulder. The accessory nerve is the one that allows you to move your head. All the muscles that are allowing you to move your head and your shoulder, this part, that is what the accessory nerve actually regulates. The last nerve on our list is the hypoglossal nerve, which supplies motor activity to the tongue. So सारे के सारे nerves खत्म हो चुके हैं. Last nerve में आके क्या मिला हमको? Tongue. Okay. The last nerve is the one that regulates the movement of our tongue. So for talking, for swallowing, for eating, all of that will definitely require the hypoglossal nerve so that your tongue can move around and you can create noises and voices, isn't it? So these are the 12 cranial nerves. Just to go through them once again, let's understand what their names were. First two, which is the olfactory and optic, start from the cerebrum. Rest of the 10 comes from the brainstem. Then you have oculomotor that allows your eyes to move, your pupils to move as well. After oculomotor, we have the cochlear. Then we have trigeminal, abducens, facial nerve, vestibular cochlear that allows you to balance your body and helps you in hearing. Glossopharyngeal that controls your throat movement. Vagus nerve that helps you with the digestion and a little bit of heart activity. Accessory nerve that controls the muscles of your head, neck, and shoulder. And hypoglossal that helps you with movement of your tongue so that you can talk and your voice box can work. Now, as a conclusion, let me give you a little help with remembering this. This is a mnemonic that I found online and I fell in love with it. So I want to share it for you. So the mnemonic says that, oh, once one takes the anatomy final very good, vacations start happening. So you're just using a very simple term with all the first letters. For example, here both the O stands for the two that you're getting from the cerebrum. One is olfactory, another one is your optic nerve, isn't it? The second one, O stands for oculomotor, your pupil movement and eye movement. Then comes the trochlear, then comes trigeminal, abducens, facial nerve, vestibulocochlear, V for vestibulocochlear, G for glossopharyngeal, V for vagus nerve, S for accessory or spinal accessory nerve, and the last one, H is for hypoglossal. So how do we remember it? Oh, once you take the anatomy final very good, vacations start happening. That is true also, not only anatomy, whichever test you finish, vacation starts happening. So I hope you had fun learning this today. Try to use this mnemonic more and more so you get a hint of what is the sequence of these nerves. Now remember the sequence, that's the reason why I gave you the mnemonic. If you confuse one with the other, it will be difficult because anatomy doesn't work that way. हमने नाम दे दिया सबको already sequence में. Now you have to remember the sequence. Okay. Not only that, go check out our ODA app. There are amazing things that you can actually explore there. As I've mentioned in the beginning as well, you can join us for a 1 week course. If you love our classes, try it out. You don't have to go anywhere. You can practically enjoy teaching of best teachers in the country with the best mini preparation of a test on a very low price. Not only that, you will also get all the things that you can need as a student in the app itself. So no need to go anywhere else. Go check out the link in the description. That's the scholarship link. The actual price of the course is $499, but why pay that when you can get a scholarship? Go click on the link and you can use my scholarship. The link will be active only for 3 to 4 hours. Use it, enroll yourself for the upcoming Monday batch. I hope to see you soon. Very much happy and healthy once again, but make sure that you enroll if you want to reserve a seat. Now, talking about the enrollment thing, I know you're paying 49 rupees. So let me also tell you how you can win this back and more. If you join for the 1 week course, through the 1 week course, by attending classes, doing your assignments and homeworks, you will actually be able to earn a type of cryptocurrency called as ODA coins. 4 of these coins are actually 1 rupee. And if you attend all the classes properly, you can win more than 1,500 coins. If you are one of the best students, you might even win more than 2,000 coins. So now you can calculate it yourself. You're paying 50 rupees for the course, but if you can win even 1,000 coins, let's just say you're the worst student, you couldn't do all the classes, which I really doubt. But even if you win 1,000 coins, divided by 4 and see how much money you're able to make. You can actually use all that cash to buy interesting gadgets from the ODA mall as well. And this is for free. You don't have to do anything. You just study, earn the coins, use it to purchase, and these will get delivered to your home also. You don't have to pay anything for that delivery as well. So check it out. I hope you will go and enroll yourself at the earliest. I will see you again with another interesting topic very, very soon. I hope you have a wonderful day ahead. Check out the other classes that our teachers will be taking throughout the day and hit the subscribe button, click on that bell icon so that next time when I come up with a new topic, you get to know about it before anybody else. Share it with your friends and let everybody learn with us. Thank you very much for joining.